Hi, I'm Wes Crawford. Now we're going to talk about 16th note snare drum variations within our rock beats. 16th note snare drum variations will involve hitting in between the hi-hats. If we're playing eighth notes on the hi-hat, then the E and the Ah, as we count 1 E and a, 2 E and a for 16th notes, that's going to fall right in between the hi-hats. So if we're hitting on 1, for instance, we're going 1 on the beat. That's with the hi-hat. The ands are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But the 16th notes which fall in between would go right in between. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay? Or 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So make sure you understand how the coordination is going to work. We're now hitting in between the hi-hats. So here are some examples of some beats. Okay, you might have noticed that it hits right in between. We'll dissect this a little bit more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1. Okay? Another example might be this. Slowly. You see how the snare drum hits right in between those hi-hat hits. So nothing too strange about it because you're hitting exactly between those two hi-hat hits when you're adding in a 16th note on the snare drum. A few more examples might be something like this. Notice the first snare drum we hit there was on the Ah. 1 E and Ah, 2 E and a, 3 and 4 and 1 E and Ah, 2 and 3 and 4 and it gives sort of a surprise to the beat because we're used to hearing the 2 and the 4 mainly accented with the snare drum, but this came 1/16th note before. So you can think about the kind of feelings these different beats will give. How about if we hit 2 times, 2 fast 16th notes? Okay, there in slow motion we did. So you want to practice that little bit. Remember, if you have trouble with any beat, 2 things you can do. Slow down. It's a great idea to practice these very slowly. And also break it down. If there's one part like that that's tricky, see? That's how the hands fit. Break it down. Do it over and over and over till it gets in your muscle memory. Then put it back together. Okay, let's try one more beat. Okay, much busier beat. Let's break it down. So we had all kinds of different examples of how you might hit a 16th note off. So it's a lot in that one beat. 1 E and 2 and a, 3 E and 4 E and. That's the hands. 1 E and 2 and a, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 and a, 3 E and 4 E and 1. So again, just try it slowly. I'm varying it a little bit, but you get the idea. Okay, one last topic I want to talk about. If you play fast and you have a fast beat and you have a lot of 16th notes in it, it gets very cluttered. sounds a little junky at that point. So what you want to do, keep your important beats like your 2 and 4 loud and ghost the other 16th note strokes. Ghost means to play very softly. And so we add texture or 3 dimensions to this beat, okay? And it doesn't sound so cluttered. See how I'm doing it? The ghost notes are about this high, and then the main notes are that high. So keep this kind of thing in mind too. It'll sound a lot more professional.